Now you've created a new project in Nordcraft, let's take a look at everything that makes up the Nordcraft editor. The Nordcraft editor comprises the canvas, left sidebar, right sidebar, and bottom bar. The canvas is at the center, which is where you'll see your website update in real time as you build it. You can resize the canvas horizontally and vertically. Hover over the right canvas handle to reveal shortcuts to resize the canvas to common device sizes, or use the keyboard shortcuts to quickly resize whilst you're working. On the left is the HTML element tree, where you'll see the structure of your pages laid out in HTML elements with blue icons and Nordcraft components with pink icons. On the right, with no elements selected, you'll see the data panel, where you have access to page settings, variables, APIs, formulas, and workflows. The left and right panels are also resizable should you need more space to work. When you select an element or component, you'll see the right panel change, where you can style your elements and components with CSS on the Style panel, configure HTML and component attributes on the Attributes panel, and add events for interactivity on the Events panel. Anywhere you see the FX button in the editor, you have access to the Formula editor to build logic and use data fetched by APIs, which we'll cover in depth in later modules of the course. Click outside of the editor canvas to switch the right panel back to the data panel. Moving down to the bottom bar, this shows who in your team is currently working on this branch of the project and gives you easy access to undo and redo changes, set the zoom level, enter test mode to test interactivity on the canvas, preview your project in a new browser tab, view CSS variables, add a new element, or open up the AI Assistant window for a chat. To the far left, click on the folder icon to access the project sidebar. Here you'll see everything you've added to your project. You've got pages, components, services, actions, formulas, media, fonts, themes, and settings. As your project grows, you can use the search field to quickly find what you're looking for. Any pages or components you've viewed in your current session will appear at the top in the Recent section. Below the folder icon, you'll see the Packages icon. Click on this to explore a growing list of packages to install in your projects. Nordcraft packages are small bits of reusable functionality built by Nordcraft or the community that you can use in your projects at no extra cost. Below that, you'll see the button to view the Issues panel, which alerts you to common issues you might have overlooked in your project. If you do have any issues in your project, you'll see an orange dot by the icon and a warning symbol next to the affected element or component. And below that, you'll find the icon for version control. Nordcraft comes with version control similar to the Git version control system used in text-based coding. When you build in Nordcraft, you build on what's called a branch. Branches in Nordcraft allow you to develop new features or fix issues without affecting the live version of your project, providing a safe environment to make and test changes before pushing those changes to production. The version control panel shows you all the changes you've made in the current branch, indicating if files have been edited, created, or deleted. We'll do a deep dive into version control later in the course. Finally, click on the hamburger menu to go back to the project details page, view information about your organization, or view all of your projects.